Hi everyone, Dr. Lisa here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to eat to avoid bloating, gas, and weight gain. So I get this question often in my practice from people who, after having the meal, will feel really full, feel like they may have to unbutton their top button on their pants, and then may have a lot of flatulence to follow. So I want to share with you 3 tips that you can apply during your regular routine for lunch or dinner, or especially during big meals like big holiday meals where there are a lot of different foods where you may have a tendency to have a little bit more bloating or gas. So either way, these 3 tips I'm sure will help. Okay, so the first tip is to have a tall glass of water about 20 to 30 minutes before eating. Somewhere between 8 and 10 to 12 ounces would be good. Sometimes what happens is that we think that we're really hungry when really our body is dehydrated and thirsty. So by having water before we eat, we're kind of eliminating that from the equation. When it's time to eat, we're not like scarfing food down because we're so hungry and so famished. So if you have water, it will also help to fill up your stomach a little bit, so then you can cut back on your portion size, which will then decrease your calorie intake, which will help to prevent weight gain as well. The second tip is to chew your food thoroughly and also eat slowly. A lot of times what can happen when we're pressed for time and need to hurry up and eat, or if we're really engaged in a conversation and we're not paying attention to actually eating and chewing our food, we swallow bigger pieces of unbroken down food than what we really should. And so we put this burden on the digestive system to then work harder. And sometimes if it doesn't break down the food as finely as it needs to be because of possible deficiency of stomach acid or what have you, then larger particles end up going further into the digestive system, and the bacteria in the body then get a big feast, and they sort of feed off of this, and they create a byproduct which is fermentation, which then causes gas. So make sure you take your time and you pay attention to eating. Take some time to really make sure that you have chewed well, and this will really help a lot to cut back on gas and bloating. The third tip is to make sure you wait about 30 minutes or so. Even if you can wait 60 minutes, that would be great, before you have a dessert after a meal. It's really important to allow yourself some time, allow your body some time to digest the meal that you just had before you jump into a sugary treat. One of the reasons is because your body, it takes a little bit of time for it to register that you're full after having a meal. And oftentimes you'll look at the dessert and think, oh my God, I need to have it all. And you may think you have room for it in your stomach because you haven't really registered as being full, and have way more than what you need. So that's one tip that you can use to actually help, again, cut back on calories and reduce your portion size of dessert. Maybe you just need a little nugget of something, and you'll actually be satisfied if you wait longer after having that meal. And the other reason is because I talked about the bacteria, and so you have bacteria and fungus and organisms that are a part of your digestive system that feed on sweets and sugar and the byproducts of it. And what happens is that you just present them a wonderful buffet and wonderful feast when you have a lot of sugar in what you're eating. And so their byproduct is gas or fermentation, which can make you bloated and also give you gas. So if you can, please try to wait, at least 20 minutes, if not 30 minutes. Even an hour is better, because you'll find that you'll need less dessert, and you'll actually feel better, and you'll appreciate it that much more, because it'll just take a little bit to make you happy instead of a whole lot, and then you have that, why did I eat all that, whole thing going on. So a few other things that can help the digestive process are digestive enzymes. I have a brand that I like in particular that has chlorophyll in it as well, so it helps as a detox while you're eating. It also helps to heal the stomach. It's very has healing properties. You can also use caraway seeds, and you can also try fennel seeds or fennel tea, and that may help to reduce some of the gas or bloating. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. I look forward to hearing your feedback, if it helped you or if it didn't, or if you have any other questions. Please leave a comment below, or feel free to email me, and I'll leave my email address here. Of course, as always, you can find more helpful holistic information on my website at www.drlisaupshaw.com. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.